Hollow gear. We don't have to explain to you what a ball is and what it's for. We will only say that any game will be 10 times more interesting if the ball suddenly starts glowing. That is why it's worth paying attention to the products offered by Hollow gear. The ball is coated with a special holographic compound. You can see how it glows through the sports glasses included in the package. The manufacturer offers several models to play basketball, American football, or soccer. The price ranges from $45 to $60. E-Flight T28 Trojan. As a kid, you must have had at least one RC toy. But as we get older, this pastime gets a little more boring. But did you know that in recent years, RC toys have reached a whole new level? The T28 Trojan aircraft from the E-Flight company is a great example. It's a replica of the American training aircraft that was produced in the 1950s with a very elaborate body and high-quality details. The developers have reworked the model to make it even faster and more powerful. The T28 Trojan takes off, rises into the air, and lands almost exactly like a real aircraft. The controls, meanwhile, are simple and intuitive. It has a perfect size with a wingspan of 112 centimeters. The minimum price of the toy is $200. Pong Knockout. If you're a fan of arcade games, this amazing machine was created just for you. And it can be installed anywhere, even at home. Something tells us that if you buy it though, you'll be having guests over more often. But what is it? Pong Knockout is a machine that allows you to enjoy this famous old game in a modern environment. The device is nicely decorated and glows with neon colors thanks to the LED strips embedded around the table. For convenience, there are cup holders for drinks in all corners. Overall dimensions are rather small, about 3 meters high and 155 centimeters wide. The game will cost you about $4,500. Cyber shoes. We must admit that nowadays no one will be surprised by a pair of virtual reality glasses. However, that doesn't mean that there are no new inventions in this field. For instance, check out this device. As the name suggests, cyber shoes are a pair of shoes that you can wear during your gaming sessions. They are worn on top of your regular shoes and they read your movements. You move through the game while sitting in your chair and become more immersed in the virtual world. The developers claim that with cyber shoes, you'll forget that you're sitting in a chair. In addition, it makes the game safer, as there's no possibility of hitting the walls by accident. And of course, this position helps to overcome the nausea that some people experience when playing active games with VR glasses. The price of the gadget starts at $289. Backyard Blasters Colt 1911. Some toys are designed to let you forget your age while you play. You probably imagine yourself as a cool, brave, and really strong superhero, just like you did as a kid. The Colt 1911 from Backyard Blasters can do all of this. It's a full-size model with the same design as the popular M1911 self-loading pistol. Even though it shoots multicolored toy ammunition, its bright appearance will cheer you up immediately. The toy's firing radius is up to 3.6 meters, and the accuracy of the shots doesn't reduce over time. You can buy a few guns to hold a whole battle with your friends. By the way, thanks to their color, these shells are easy to find in the grass. The price of one gun and 10 glow-tip bullets starts at $13. Flybotic air wheels. Why choose between a remote control helicopter and a car when you can get both for $40? No, we're not talking about buying two toys, but rather this hybrid vehicle from Silverlit. The main feature of Flybotic air wheels is the two ways that it can move around. The four wheels on the bottom allow it to drive on smooth surfaces like a mini car. Press a button to change the mode and activate the propeller, allowing the toy to soar through the air. Laser X. Not a fan of realistic weapons? In that case, take a look at Laser X. Thanks to its futuristic look, it'll transport you to a sci-fi world, at least in your imagination. Laser X features a bright backlight that you can adjust, changing the color to your liking. It also reduces the risk of injury because it doesn't use any physical ammunition. Instead, the toy tracks targets hanging from other players' chests. To hit your opponent, you must point the device at the target and pull the trigger. The player is out of the game if their target stops glowing. The firing radius is 300 meters, which greatly extends the range of the game. The price for a set of 2 blasters is $30. Jack's Pacific Toilet Paper Blaster. As you can see, the modern market offers a huge variety of toys. Among them, weapons are very popular, and in some cases, they can use literally anything as ammunition. This toy shoots, for example, toilet paper. How? Developers planned everything to the last detail. The roll is inserted into a special holder. Also attached to the gun is a small bottle filled with water. When the trigger is pulled, the device tears off a small piece of paper, wets it, and then fires it. As it gets wet, the paper increases in weight, creating a powerful projectile. At the same time, no messy traces will remain after the battle. Simply pick up the pieces of paper and wipe off the excess moisture. This toy will be yours for $20. Mechamon V2. Let's finish this video with something a little more sophisticated and advanced. Want to feel like a real robot builder or a robot pilot, whichever you prefer? After all, Mechamon V2 is a toy robot that can teach the basics of robotics to anyone, kids and adults alike, and you won't want to part with it for a minute. The toy offers its owner a lot of possibilities. Mechamon V2 can act as an RC toy, but it features much more flexible settings. In the mobile app, which is used as a remote control, you can adjust the speed of movement, the height of the body, the position of the legs, the height of the steps, and much more. The user will learn to create new movements and eventually even fantastic stunts. Why not create a dancing robot or a professional acrobat? Only your own imagination sets the limits. Mechamon V2 can also participate in battles against virtual opponents, as well as against similar robots. The application uses augmented reality for this purpose. Finally, Mechamon V2 is able to teach you about visual programming. The user will learn how to write codes in order to control the robot. Its retail price starts at $300.
Hey, stop being lazy, it's time to use that brain of yours.
Welcome to Brain Time. Incredible facts from the past, the present, and even the future. The power of